Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 34-yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it.
That's good.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He'll get this one to Pittman. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones, but I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark, best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Rolling to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Ravens nothing.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And now a 1,000-yard rusher season ago. It's Mark Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
He was brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Ravens 3.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. A good throw here, finding Pascal. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rivers now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pascal. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the veteran, Phillip Rivers. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. I told you to do that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Tackle made.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
On the keeper. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 41.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll toss this right side to Mack. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
It's a loss.
They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Third and long for Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Caught by number 11. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A run by Mack to start the drive. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Calais Campbell on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got Snead. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Ravens 3.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Don't walk out here, man.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. His throw incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Again, Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.